Hello, and welcome back to Bits and Bobs. It has long been requested for us to do a Q&A, so stay tuned as today's video is a Bits and Bobs coin Q&A. So we've got the questions here and we'll sort of take it in turns to answer some of your hotly asked topics. So I'll start with, how did the three of you get together as collectors? So we've just known each other for a very long time, like right back to nursery, I think it was.
Yeah, I think me and Ethan from nursery.
And then
three, I think it was.
yeah, so basically we've always been friends, and then the coins, as we all collected coins, they just all kind of snowballed
Merged
from
in,
there.
yeah.
Yeah. So I guess, do you want to go next with the question of, have any of you joined a coin club?
I haven't, no. I think with working and doing YouTube, it's not easy to find the time. So with a mixture of both of that, I think us three we enjoy collecting as it is.
I mean, I think this is our coin club, just us three,
Yeah.
and we share it with you. So Bits and Bobs. And then Max, you can go with, how do you keep track of your collection? An app or a spreadsheet or what?
Well, I used to have an app, but that got too sort of not boring, but I just couldn't be bothered to keep up with it. So to be honest, filming is how I make sure I log them, so I know what I bought in the last video. Like in our yearly coin collection, I know what I bought and if I've got any new coins in that year. Or
Yeah, I think I do have like an app for some of the modern coins. I have a spreadsheet for like precious metals, but I mean, a lot of the just like collectible coins, I just do the videos. I can look back what I paid, and I can obviously look in real life what I've got.
Yeah, I've got a mixture of both Max and Ethan. So yeah, not much else to say on that one really.
Okay, this is going to be a interesting one in the community, because what is your favorite, apart from your own, YouTube coin channel? So I gotta say it, Christopher Collects,
yeah,
the king of coin collecting on YouTube.
yeah,
All of us prefer old coins, and there are some great channels: Coin Patrol, New Mistaka, and then all of the sort of bullion community, the Stack Collector 365. But I think it has to be Christopher Collects.
Yeah,
I agree.
I've watched him like every day for. He kind of inspired us as well. So
I mean, I managed to meet him.
That's true.
I agree with Ethan. I mean, I was watching him. I think we were all watching him, as Ethan said, but before we started YouTube.
Yeah.
So yeah, as Ethan said, a big influence.
Yeah. Okay, and then to you, what was your most exciting or like best coin find?
Ooh.
I guess that means like change your coin hunts.
I don't know. I'll answer it in two separate ways. So my best coin I found in like a shop and bought was my William and Mary half crown. Yeah, I really like that coin. I still like it, obviously, and it's a nice coin with clear details. And I think finding in like change and stuff, I don't know.
I'll cut in and say my classic line that I say all the time, because I have found 3 salmon 50p's out there. So that cost me £1.50 for those bad boys. That's the best finds. I've got some good deals along the way. I did find a Kew Gardens for £50 on sale, and I found just quite a lot of early milled coins, often less than book price, and they're always lovely to look at.
Yeah, nice. I don't know. It's a bit, my best find that I've ever got, I think both of these do know, it's my Henry II penny. It's almost over 800 years old. I got it for like £15-20, an absolute bargain. And the quality of it is just
because amazing. In the book it says it's like 400, 500, and you got it for like 10-15. So okay, next question. I should have said those questions were from Dave White. Thank you. McDonald Bullion has said, hi guys, I learn a lot from your channel on coins. Thank you for your effort into the channel. My question is, what got you 3 into collecting coins? Is it something you continue to do? I think that's a yes. And then is there one coin you want for your collection that springs to mind? Do you want to start, I think, in your...
So what got me collect? I don't actually know. I mean, I know I started with 50p's, but I don't know what started me collecting them. But yeah.
Yeah, I think it's kind of... I started because you guys had already were already collecting before I was.
Yeah.
So you were doing it. I found a few coins in my change, and then from there, I found on the same day I found two £2 coins in my change, and I was cleaning my room and I found my old wallet, and I'm not that old, but I found some old coins which were the old £1 coins and paper £5 notes. So I was like, oh, old money, and then commemorative money, and that kind of snowballed into me collecting.
I think what started me, so when I was very young, I used to get pocket money from my nana, and I think if she had like a special 50p or £2, I think she would give it to me or like one of my siblings, and I think it just spiraled like that, from finding change and then commemorative coins and change.
Most people start that way, and that's why it's important. The Royal Mint need to still do like commemorative 50p's, because it's been almost 2 years since the last commemorative in circulation.
Yeah.
There we go. So from KYH Stacking says, what is your favorite period of coinage to collect, and specifically your favorite monocon coins? I've recently decided to become a Charles II collector as my sort of focus, because there's some lovely coins. I got a nice crown. I recently bought a nice 2p. I want to get one of each denomination of Charles II coinage. That's going to be sort of my current focus, and then broadly with that is early milled, I think, is where I'm at the moment.
Yeah. What's the question?
What's your favorite monocon coins, and like what coinage is best?
Right. Yeah. So my my favorite monocon coins, the portrait of Charles II done with Ethan, is by far the best. I mean, although Charles III now it's the most realistic, I think Charles II is the most.
It's like a piece of, it's like artwork. It's like beyond. Yeah.
And I'd say my favorite era of coinage. It's probably before the Recoinage Act of was it 1816? Because back then they had quite nice detailed coins, and yeah.
I'm gonna say hammered coins, as most of us are aware. Just because I like how old they are, and obviously you can find them pretty much anywhere in awful conditions. But I think the ones where you can get really good detailed like conditions shine out. And I think my favourite portrait was, I'm going to say Queen Anne, only because there wasn't not many years of her reign, and one of my favourite coins has Queen Anne on it. And I think it's if you get a really detailed, really good quality coin with Queen Anne on, I think you've hit the gold mine, in my opinion, anyway.
Definitely. Yeah. And then from Dylan, the coin collecting king, where do you buy your coin trays from? I mean, that's just, we'll just say eBay. That's not really a multiple choice answer. Yeah. Just type up on eBay, red felt coin trays. They used to be £5. They were about £7 last time I looked. They're probably £8 now. But so they're not too much, and they do look quite nice. Then we got 365 Days of Silver. Who came up with the idea to start the channel?
Oh wow,
we had a bit of a chat about this. I think it was me, but not.
Yeah, it was
sort of like,
it was kind of all of us. So like we just because I don't know, the channel started off not coins, it was just about random stuff. We were just doing just hobbies kind of things, and then we saw
why it's called Bits and Bobs, not so I think we put that on a post once, and none of you got it. So the real reason it's called Bits and Bobs is because we're doing bits and bobs of stuff. So
people thought it was like bits as in threepenny bits, tuppenny bits,
bobs and like pounds,
bobs and like shillings and all that. But no, it was everything. And we just sort of noticed from the videos the coin ones were more popular. Yeah, we preferred coin collecting to like Airfix and that. So then
I want to say I did the first coin video.
Yeah.
What was it?
It was the
massive bag of
penny bag.
The bag of pennies. I did a bag of pennies. A very long video, but I mean, I think it started.
Yeah, I mean, I remember editing that, thinking, no one's going to watch this. Who cares about coins? Because I didn't collect coins at that point, and I wanted to do more like exciting things. But then that swayed my opinion. So yeah.
With saying that, moving on a little bit past the question, me and Ethan over lockdown, obviously we couldn't meet up. None of us could. So me and Ethan, we did a little battle type thing with coins. So at this point, it was the first year of lockdown. and we only had a few coins, so we would do mini videos, and our parents would like vote who had the best coins. And I think from that we moved on to making the channel what it is now.
But it wasn't like best coins as we might say today. It was like, here's the shiniest, the biggest, the like all this kind of thing. It was
the
like,
best.
The oldest.
yeah. Okay, so Joshua's official channel says, what's your favourite portrait on UK coins? I think we've done that's a sort of, I mean, I think Charles II or William and Mary for the sort of novelty kind of, but I think we did cover that. I think this is to me, as we'll see, specifically because it says your stacking approach is to buy British 50% coins at low premiums. If you did decide to sell your stack, have you considered how best to do that? Basically, the Britannia, little unsponsored shout out, Britannia Coin Company buys 50% coins. They've got a calculator on their website, so you just put in you can put in how many face value shillings it is or what the weight is, then they'll do a payout. Or antique shops will always be buying coins, so we can. I mean, I can just buy and sell. I have sold. Often I'll buy like a lot of 50% and then sell the dirtier ones back, and they just buy it for the silver weight. Sometimes they melt it down, sometimes they'll sell it, or eBay bundles as well. I think that's for me because I am the 50%.
Yeah, I
guy.
hate 50%.
What are your thoughts on grading coins versus keeping them raw?
For me, it's always keep coins raw. I mean, they were meant to be held. They were meant to be chucked about. If you think about the coins now, like 50p, 5p, whatever, no one protects them. They just put them in the wallet, put them in their pocket. They jot about with other coins. If they're meant to be not cared about, to be honest, don't care too much about them. Obviously, for like if you've got like a 800-year-old coin, keep care of that, but don't overprotect it. Otherwise, it becomes less of a hobby and more of a sort of chore, I think.
Yeah, I mean, and so traditionally it has been slightly changing, but grading coins is an American thing for the States. They love grading coins. And if you go to a coin show in the States, 90% of stuff's all slabbed up in plastic. Whereas if you go to a British coin show, they're all laid out in lovely felt trays and you can fondle the history. So I think that's definitely better, I would say.
And I think if it's in a plastic slab and you can't take it out, then you can't see, like, obviously you've got your obverse and your reverse, but you can't see how thin or thick the coin is.
Or edge inscriptions.
Yeah. So I think it ruins a good part of the coin. And although, you may get a graded coin, the best grade you can get, whatever that may be, if you have it in a slab, I think you can't really appreciate it as much as Max Anything.
Yeah, it definitely is a preference, and that's our preference. We have a coin from Drax3373.
Oh, a coin.
Question.
A question, sorry. Are you interested in collecting foreign coins or perhaps ancient coins or Roman or Greek coins?
So I'll start off with the Roman or Greek. I think for me, the Roman and Greek is a bit of a no. Obviously, you got coins from like Julius Caesar and stuff like that. I don't even know. But from what I know, my knowledge doesn't extend to that, and I wouldn't want to spend so much. Obviously, you can Google and stuff, but I wouldn't want to spend too much on a coin that isn't worth much, or so on and so forth. And then for foreign coins, I think foreign coins is a bit of a difficult question because I wouldn't get like a coin from Greece, but if it was say from the Commonwealth or from the Empire, so like an Anna from India, I have got those. So I think it depends on what coin it is, the quality and stuff like that. But I think I would rather go for a British coin than foreign.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's just those reasons as well as the fact that I'm too much of a completionist. So until I have, which will never happen, every single British coin, every single date run space ticked in, I won't even branch out into thinking about foreign coins because I'm a sort of bit more of a completionist. So I want to finish the run of this before I start that, if you will.
I mean, yeah, because I would actually think about buying an ancient Roman coin because I've always quite enjoyed learning about like Roman history, and I've always wanted a Emperor Nero coin. Anything from Emperor Nero, I've always wanted something from that. But as Ethan said, I wouldn't really collect. I mean, I have got a few German coins from the Second World War, which I think is quite interesting, but that's as far as my foreign collection goes. But yeah, I would consider collecting coins from the Commonwealth
Yeah.
and the Empire.
So then we've got a question from Coinstruck 6079, who says, "You are collecting date runs on a number of coins. Can you detail which coins, please? Also, why date runs rather than just buying one example of each design?" So quickly, there's 3 ways to collect. Collect just random stuff. Collect a typeset, which is where you get one of each design, and then the extension of that is a date run, where you get one of each design and then one of each date. We all do it a bit differently. I mean, personally, I do date runs of every coin. So farthing, halfpenny, penny, 2p, 3p, groats, sixpence, shillings, florins, half crowns, crowns, and all this. A bit crazy, perhaps. But I do date runs, and that just gets me sort of motivated more to buy some coins to fill in gaps. That's what I do. I know we do different versions.
Yeah. I do a bit of both. I just buy for the sake, well, not buy for the sake of fun. I buy coins just randomly, and I have a couple of date runs. Well, no, I've got one date run and one portrait run. I've got a portrait run of farthings. So from the last farthing of Queen Elizabeth to, I don't know what monarch I've got now, but yeah. So I think it's a good way of collecting, but it can it can drain your bank account, definitely.
For me, I'm completely different from Max and Ethan. Whereas if I see a coin that I like and it's within my budget, and if I like it enough, I'll buy it. So, for example, the William and Mary half crown that I've got, I'm not going to try and date run that, because I mean we've all seen our entire coin collections. We always like to joke about it. So Ethan, he goes for quantity, not quality. Max is a bit of both, and I think I'm a bit more quality. So I'd rather spend, all of my money on one very nice coin than, a few good coins, or in Ethan's sake, 20 good coins, So I think, you all have your own thing. So yeah.
Yeah, and that's just personal preference again. And final question from Gabriel Lag 2923. He says, "How much money have you spent in total on all your coins?" There we go. That's right. None of us know, to be fair. I haven't kept that kind of track. It would be a healthy portion of money.
Definitely.
I mean,
altogether, what do you reckon?
Altogether, definitely over
10.
Over 10.
10,000
yeah.
maybe.
But I mean, and that's not just saying like we're just dropping 10k on coins. That's been over like years.
Yeah.
And if you're stacking or collecting, the best way to do it is just to buy little and often.
Yeah.
So if you buy, I mean, like as you know, we're doing our half sovereign monthly challenge thing. So one half sovereign isn't like terribly unaffordable each month, especially between 3 of us. But then in a year's time, we'll have 12 half sovereigns, which is like 1.5 ounces of gold, which is pretty like, whoa,
that's a lot.
We've done well there. So I think we continue to spend little and often. Sometimes we splash out, but it's just, the constant adding of coins.
Yeah.
And I think with spending money on coins, some people see it as savings. So with the half sovereigns, that in a sense it is savings, because we're going to spend it on something, whether it be a really nice coin or a trip to the Roman. So in a way it's more secure savings, because I may have savings in a bank account that I can always touch. To do that, I'd have to sell it and then get the money, and then so it's a longer process. So in a sense it is savings, and a harder way to get the money. Not too hard. But.
Yeah, and I mean, I think there are definitely worse hobbies to have. Like because if you have a hobby where you buy
stamps,
just like it's stamps, but or just like buying football kit or paying to go to concerts and stuff. Although we don't discourage that, at the end of it you have nothing apart from the memory. I mean, whereas we still have kind of the money we put in, because it's just locked up in the value.
I mean, you obviously with all Ethan said, the football stuff, and you can sell it, but with coins, you're guaranteed most of the time that the value will go up in price.
Yeah, they're only kind of second-hand things that I actually appreciate, because second-hand, football shirts, and I mean I don't know, but like secondhand boots and stuff aren't going to be as much.
Yeah.
Whereas like a hammered coin isn't secondhand; it's like 500th hand that's been passed down all these years. But yeah, I think that's the questions. Thank you very much for the questions. If there's any more questions you have, leave them below. We can answer them in the comments. And I think that's
Thank you for watching.
And subscribe if you've enjoyed. We are slowly now on the road to 20,000 subscribers. Let's get there by the summer.